Okay, good morning. It is about 6:03 a.m. Wednesday, August 5th, 2020, and here is the financial update for today. So, Ethereum is one step closer to the 2.0 mainnet as their proposition grows, their value proposition. Ethereum's value proposition has been on the rise as the launch of ETH 2.0 mainnet upgrade looms on the horizon. And if you haven't been listening to me, folks, that's okay. Let me just tell you the big deal about the 2.0. Yes, it's going to make it faster. Yes, it's going to make it more expandable. Other projects are going to be able to be built on it. But the biggest thing is that it's going to move from proof of work to proof of stake. Everyone's familiar with proof of work. It means you have to mine the coins, right? So whether it's a CPU or GPU, you have to set your computer or a series of computers to actively mine Ethereum, just like Bitcoin, which means it takes a ton of computing power, and as time goes on, it becomes harder and harder to do. They're moving to proof of stake, which is like Cardano, like Tezos, like VeChain, like Neo, where you basically put your coins in a particular wallet and they go and do that work for you. Don't exactly know how that happens, but that's what it is, and then you're paid a dividend on that in the form of more coins, and then you are able to stake more, and so on and so forth. It's like a snowball. Something like you're going to get like 4 to 6% of your crypto every year, basically. It's pretty awesome. And so it appears that investors are taking notice as Ethereum has been caught in the throes of an intense upward trend over the past several days and weeks as the cryptocurrency continues setting fresh 2020 highs. The three narratives that are primarily helping to drive Ethereum higher at the present moment are relating to 2.0, DeFi, and EIP 1559. All of these narratives transition from being rooted in speculation to being more tangible. They will likely continue boosting Ethereum's value proposition and price. The Ethereum 2.0 mainnet is one step closer to launching as Medalla multi-client testnet goes live. The implementation of the 2.0 mainnet upgrade has faced countless delays throughout the past year. How about past years, although it is now growing closer by the day. As outlined by Messari in reference to a recent BitFly announcement, the Medalla multi-client testnet is now available. This marks an essential step in the progression towards ETH 2.0, which is expected to take place in November of this year, as it is the final testing stage before the mainnet launch. Medalla will encompass multiple other clients, including Teku, Prism, Nimbus, Lighthouse, and Lodestar. The rollout of this multi-client testnet signals that the November launch date of the highly anticipated mainnet upgrade is becoming increasingly realistic. Oh, we're talking about November now. Oh, that's great. The staking mechanism that the proof of stake consensus mechanism will introduce, coupled with scalability solutions, are both expected to perpetuate an Ethereum buying frenzy. I mean, that sure looks like it. I mean, have you guys seen the price? It's about to hit 400 again. Don't forget the all-time high for Ethereum in the last major bull run was 1200, so I wouldn't go crazy yet. This could help Ethereum continue pushing higher in the days and weeks ahead, no duh. Ethereum 2.0 likely to bolster value proposition. Delphi Digital, as Crypto Slate reported last week, Delphi Digital explained in their recent The State of Ethereum 2020 report that the launch of ETH 2.0 mainnet will likely boost the cryptocurrency's economic structure. Duh. Tying things together, EIP 1559 and staking create a symbolic relationship where not only does increased usage drive value, but the introduction of cash flows to a wider group of participants for securing the network creates a more effective long-term value prop for ETH. It's highly probable that Ethereum's price action will continue reflecting the economic benefits that these fundamental developments will provide. If the path towards the 2.0 mainnet launch is derailed by any unexpected developments or delays, however, this could strike a severe blow to the cryptocurrency's uptrend. Yeah, well, most of us are probably used to that. Delay. They've been talking about ETH 2.0 for years now. Cardano got it done. I'm waiting for you, Ethereum. In other news, David Portnoy, if you guys know him, he is the owner of Barstool Sports. He has a very big brand on Twitter, if you want to call it that. He also just recently interviewed President Trump, I think a week ago. It was a pretty fair interview. Really cool guy, actually. Seems very down to earth, very successful. Apparently, he had called Bitcoin a scam, but he has now invited the Winklevoss twins to explain it to him. And if you don't know about the Winklevoss twins, well, let me tell you. They are the old friends, no longer friends for sure, of Mark Zuckerberg, who created Facebook together in a dorm. They sued Mark Zuckerberg because Mark Zuckerberg claimed that the entire project was his. I think they won something like $60 million in a lawsuit a long time ago, and they used their winnings to go and buy a ton of Bitcoin at the right time too. So they have made a lot of money. They are huge on Bitcoin and Ethereum, and they actually also have their own cryptocurrency exchange that rivals Coinbase called Gemini. It's probably the only real competitor to Coinbase that I'm aware of. I think there are others like eToro and whatnot, but I only ever see Gemini and Coinbase out there. In regards to a fiat gateway, there are a lot of exchanges, but not many that will allow you to plug your USD, your credit card or bank account right in and start buying coins with your money. Anyway, let's read. Dave Portnoy, the founder of the Barstool Sports blog and an outspoken Bitcoin skeptic, has invited cryptocurrency exchange founders Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss to explain Bitcoin to him. I'm officially inviting the Winklevi twins to my office to explain Bitcoin to me. I want to buy all the Bitcoins. Invitation accepted, replied one of the Winklevoss twins. Portnoy, who has built a reputation as a stock market day trader during the coronavirus lockdowns, has repeatedly told his Twitter and livestream fans he's not into Bitcoins and cryptos, saying last month he isn't in on Bitcoin after attention from teens on TikTok caused the joke cryptocurrency Dogecoin to double in value. Oh, Dogecoin. You guys might want to look that one up. That one's always been interesting. Portnoy has found success riding the massive share price rally sparked by unprecedented market intervention by the U.S. Federal Reserve since the coronavirus pandemic brought the global economy to a shuddering halt. That success helped him land an interview with President Donald Trump last month. Exactly. Gemini, the New York-based Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exchange founded by the Winklevoss twins in 2014, have been contacted for comment, but there are no details yet on when or where the interview will happen. The Winklevoss twins have become household names in the U.S. since the release of Hollywood blockbuster The Social Network, a fictionalized account of how they worked with Facebook co-founder Mark Zuckerberg on an early version of the website. Yep, exactly. This isn't the first high-profile meeting between Bitcoin and cryptocurrency heavyweights and big names in finance. No, it's definitely not. Earlier this year, Chinese cryptocurrency entrepreneur Justin Sun sat down with legendary investor Warren Buffett. They actually finally sat down. I know Justin's son wanted to do that for a long time. By the way, he is the CEO of Tron. It's a cryptocurrency that we heard of back in the last bull run, but to be fair, it has not been one of the more highlighted ones in the last year or two, but it's still out there and they're still working on it. I don't know, if you wanted to buy some, you could. Yep, he was trying to convince Warren Buffett. Yep, okay. Founder of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain analytics firm Messari, Ryan Selkis says, amazing. The Bitcoin and cryptocurrency faithful have been recently cheered a market rally that's pushed the Bitcoin price back above the psychological 10K per Bitcoin level. The exact reason for the latest Bitcoin price surge is not completely clear. However, crypto market watchers have pointed to Bitcoin's supply cut in May. Right, that's part of it. When the number of new Bitcoin coming onto the market has halved, coupled with the Federal Reserve's massive stimulus measures. Exactly. People are waking up. They don't believe in the value of the dollar anymore, especially when the U.S. can just print it nilly-willy, and they don't want to lose their money. So they are putting their money into other things, like gold. Gold price rockets past $2,000 per ounce, and it could keep going. It has broken a new all-time high. In fact, I do believe yesterday it did at some point hit 2050. And look at silver. Silver is also taking off, folks. This is the real deal. Powered by a dominant tech sector, stocks keep rising. But if gold prices are any indication, traders are still hedging their bets against an uncertain economic future. Yep. What's happening? Gold has rallied past 2K per ounce for the first time ever, with spot prices jumping as high as $20.41 per ounce on Wednesday. The metal's spectacular rally is the result of a weakening dollar, which makes it cheaper for foreign investors to buy gold, as well as rock-bottom yields on other safe haven assets like U.S. Treasuries. Some investors also fear that trillions in unprecedented stimulus from central banks could feed long, dormant inflationary pressures and are turning to gold for protection. The gold rush has noticeable consequences. SPDR Gold Shares, an exchange-traded fund that holds physical gold in HSBC's London vaults, has had to stockpile huge amounts in recent days as investors piled in. The fund, which is managed by State Street and the World Gold Council, now has 1,258 tons of gold holdings, more than the Bank of England or the Bank of Japan. Watch this, okay. The bank also said that while older investors have been selling equity funds and buying bonds funds, younger investors have been snapping up individual stocks, particularly in the tech sector. Thanks, Robinhood. Yes, there is definitely a huge trend, especially with young people, to not just buy tech stocks, but to trade options on Robinhood and risk it all and then post how you lost all your money. Options trading. And I was doing it for a little bit, and I wish I stopped. Let me just put it that way. There's good reason to believe that gold, which has increased 34.5 this year, can keep climbing. Goldman Sachs predicts that the US dollar will weaken another 5% during the next 12 months, in part due to a stronger economic comeback from COVID-19 outside the United States. Yields on benchmark government bonds are expected to stay extremely low as central banks maintain support, and the appetite for safe haven investments is only poised to ramp up as we enter the next phase of the recovery, which could be rocky. Our outlook for a robust but still incomplete recovery reflects the judgment that policymakers have successfully navigated the global economy out of the crisis, but will fall short of meeting the challenges that lie ahead. J.P. Morgan economist Bruce Kasman told clients on Friday, growth momentum will thus fade. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this next part is about the Disney empire. I don't really care. Okay, and I mean, yeah, let's check out crypto prices. We just looked at gold and silver. It's doing very well. Bitcoin is back up to almost $11,600. Ethereum is literally about to break 400 again. XRP is holding firm at 30 cents. Cardano doing well, back to 14 cents. VeChain pumping. It was about, I think it actually almost did hit like 2 cents yesterday, or almost 2 cents. Honestly, a huge congrats to the VeChain buyers. This stuff was literally a tenth of a penny, maybe 3 or 4 months ago. 0.001, and now it's almost 2 cents. That's pretty awesome. That's going to do it for today's update. How do you guys like my channel so far? This one's totally focused on finance, but if you have questions or comments or concerns or anything you don't even agree with me on, please put it in the comments below. Also, you can check my descriptions. Everyone has a link to my email, so if you want to get in touch with me there, feel free to send me an email. Everyone, have a great day. Take care.